Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. The reason you see me.
Good afternoon. I'm Liz Reyes with breaking news at this hour. Multiple law enforcement sources confirmed to Fox 8 News that an Orleans Parish prisoner mistakenly released nearly a month ago, now rearrested in Houston. Khalil Byan was nabbed in a Houston suburb. Rob Masson joins us with what else we know about this. Rob.
That's right, Liz. A lot of details just coming in. 30-year-old Khalil Byan had a history of violence when he was mistakenly released on July 25th. A spokesperson for Harris County Sheriff's Office tells us he was rearrested just 2 hours ago. They tell us Byan was bit by a canine and taken to the hospital for treatment. Once he's released, he will be taken back to Orleans jail. Now, 30-year-old Khalil Byan had a history of violence when he was mistakenly released. The U.S. Marshal's Office says he was rearrested in Cypress, Texas, a suburb of Houston, by a multi-agency task force. His release by the Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office raised a number of red flags since he was much larger than the defendant who was supposed to be released, and it took the Sheriff's Office more than 4.5 hours to notify law enforcement that he was out. Byan has cases pending in New Orleans and Jefferson Parish. 10 years ago, he was convicted of armed robbery. Law enforcement watchdogs called for an outside investigation after the security breach.
The sheriff's explanation for it and justification for it, I think, falls short of what really transpired in this.
Now, we have reached out to the Sheriff's Office to see if they will have any comment on Byan's rearrest in Houston. So far, we have not heard if she will.
Wow, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, man. Khalil has been captured. Let me say that again. Khalil Byan has been captured in Texas. We've been covering him for a while. I just want to hear what OG Pyru, you there, got to say about this.
Man, I got to say this one thing about this subjective conversation with white America arresting a man that they got. Now, Khalil Byan is arrested and going to court for a non-violent offense. But they're going to bring up something. He's has a history of violence. A robbery is not a history of violence. So the clear man brings that up 2 times. So why do you all, he wouldn't have said that if that was a white man. But you bring it up like this dude is some Boston Strangler that they done let out mistakenly. And it wasn't like brother escaped. They let him out. So whose fault is it? How are you going to hold him accountable for the mistake you made?
So does that mean that now that he's arrested, because I've asked you this before, okay, they take him back to court. Is he now charged with escape, or is he now just charged, or is he now just basically brought back into custody to be tried for exactly what he was in there in the first place for?
And that's the only thing that they can do, because they made the mistake, not him. All this fluff that they're talking about in the news media, he has a history of violence. That's not what he's charged with now. He did the time. You asked me earlier about Govan, and will Govan be able to live his life again? This is just one of the examples that brother done his time 10 years ago. And here, white America is bringing it up right now like he's arrested for a manslaughter or a rape or he's a pedophile. He has a history of violence. How do they make that a history?
No, I agree 100%. But you know, they let him out. They on this clipping, just with them arresting him in Houston, outskirts of Houston, they're bringing up Sheriff Hudson's name, saying, will she be able to say anything, or what she have to say about this? And that it was a pretty messed up job that they let him go, and the way that they was notified. They brought all that up in a negative way, highlighted in yellow on this clipping the sheriff's pretty much neglect and her faults, and basically they're eyeballing that and pointing it back at the whole situation all over again when it comes down to Fox 8.
Now, first of all, second of all, let me say this. Not that I'm not right 100, and I don't work for the police, but knowing police procedure, knowing jail procedure, right?
Right.
Under a state or anything that has to do with that. First of all, once they identify that the wrong man has been let go, they have to go in the jail, shut the jail down, and make a mandatory count of every man in the jail.
Correct.
First, shut everything down, secure the perimeter, go back in and find out who's exactly who.
Right.
So that's a procedural, in-house procedural. So now the process is they go out, the staff at the jail go out and a 10-mile perimeter, look for that person.
Right.
Right? Then, once that's done and you found out that it's out of your hands, you contact the next agency. So, whether it's an hour, 4 hours, 10 hours, if he's gone, he's gone. It didn't make no difference whether they contacted him right then, they still wouldn't have caught him until today.
Right. The sheriff's office investigated erroneous release from custody as they was looking for this guy. He ends up in Texas, which he's a lot further away than Massey was able to make it. He did make it to Texas. I don't know where he was going, but what they tell in this story is that when they ran up on him to arrest him, that one of the dogs bit him. And the dog bite was so bad that they end up having to take him on an emergency trip to the hospital. After he heals up, then after the, because the dog bite make me think back to the old days. And after the dog has been let loose on him, and I'm pretty sure they was having a field day about the dog. Because if you ever had a dog to chase you, and the law's dog is chasing you, I've actually experienced this. Once that dog chase you, they have him so hyped up that when he catches up with you, he's definitely going to attack you, and he's going to try to do something to you, and that's what happened in this case.
Yeah, one of my partners, he was robbing a Nick check cashing, and when he robbed the Nick check cashing, and he was in a drain pipe, and they sent the dog in there. And the dog tried to bite him. He broke the dog's neck. He got 10 years for that.
Just for breaking the dog's neck?
Breaking the manslaughter on a service animal.
Wow, he had to end up breaking the dog's neck in order to stop him from biting it.
Right. He had stitches everywhere the dog was biting, And they knew that brother was in there, but they didn't try to talk him down. They immediately, them Texas boys, them Texas Rangers, send the dog in there on him. Go in there and get him, Ronald. Go get that Negro. And canine brush it and cracked him. He's just a dog.
Yeah, and so he ended up breaking his neck and everything, huh?
Broke his
Killed
neck.
Killed him.
Killed him, dead.
Now they mad about the dog because the dog's neck is broke.
They say he did his life. Oh, it was over.
What'd he do, OG?
Boy. Man, dog.
Hey, man, hey, you better run up in there, one of these gruesome dudes who trying to get away. You run that dog up in there you want to. It might not be that easy, especially if you're a nigga that know how to deal with dogs. I got a cousin. I guarantee you that dog ain't gonna make it. I don't give a damn what dog you send in there.
Ain't gonna make it. Man, see, if you understand, the thing that we as men are not privy to, that is taught in the Nation of Islam, that God made man the vicegerent over the earth, right?
Right.
So you command everything. Animals only deal with instinct. They don't have the power of right and wrong and how to gauge something. They just deal on their instinct. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Now they smell fear. Now when you're afraid of an animal or something, first of all, if you find a dominant dog and he tries, or any animal that will try to attack you, if you An animal's not going to actually attack you until he smells fear.
Right,
But
right.
if he comes up on you like a dog, first he's going to growl. He's going to let you know. Well, he don't just come in straight, just bite at you like that. He's going to bark, going to growl, going to let you know. When they say sicken, he's coming at you. In the right procedure of a thinking man, you're going to tell this dog, look, homie, I don't want a problem. You don't want a problem. You know? And 9 times out of 10, the dog will not attack you. But if you start hollering, he smell fear, he's going to, every time. People scared of snake. I remember one time I was sitting on the side of a car, and I'm talking to this lady in her car, and she said, "Oh, Marvin, look out." And when I looked, this Mexican, he a pit bull. When the bull mastiff was running, he ran up, and when he ran up on me, I looked at him, then I looked down, and I looked back at him like, bro, this ain't gonna go like you want. He stopped right there and just started growling. I looked away and looked back at him. The Mexican finally came and said, "Man, you're the first person I ever seen. He just didn't attack."
Listen to me. I know you ain't lying. I know you ain't lying because I seen my daddy do the same thing to a dog. I seen a dog that was aggressively running, barking, like he was finna do something. As soon as he got up on my dad, he stopped.
Stop.
My daddy looked at him, never did make a move or never did show no sign of fear. And that dog jumped all the way back away from him. I said, boy, I seen that with my own eyes, so I know you ain't lying.
That's when you admit to fear yourself. Who is scared of the scripture that you say to some Muslims? It says that I walk through the shadow of death and I will fear no evil, right?
Right.
What is a shadow? The only thing a shadow can do is make you hurt yourself, huh?
That's right. That's right.
So you're dealing with shadows and you're scared of your own shadow.
Wow. Wow.
You can't walk through life with fear, bro.
I agree 100%. You got to stand strong. What do you think Khalil is in a situation where he gets sent back to transferred from a Texas jail back to New Orleans? Back to, are they going to send him to Angola, or do you think he'll go back to that same facility?
Oh, no. He's going back there. Well, right now, everybody going to Angola.
That's what I was thinking. You don't think he's going to Angola, do you?
Everybody going to Angola. Everybody going to death row.
Because she's basically, Hudson just tired of it. Right now, I believe.
No, it's out of her hand. It's administrative segregation now. She don't make the call. She's what they call a lame dunk official.
What? Oh, because she been going through so much, they just got her sitting there as a prop.
Just stay until we can fire you or we can get rid of you. Miss Hudson don't make no calls at all.
So Khalil pretty much is going back to this facility. He'll be booked back in. He'll be rebooked back in. Then once he gets back in, then he'll end up, after he gets back in, he'll basically go back, sit down, tell everybody, hey, I'm back. Man, you got some coffees, man. Let me go and get the coffee, man. I'm back, man. I was out for a minute, though. They let me out. What you supposed to do? I left.
But now, you know what them Yankees going to do to him?
What they going to do?
They going to violate him for failing to come to court.
Oh, dang, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, he didn't make it to his court appearance.
That's it. So that's how they gonna tag him on this one.
So yeah, that's how they gonna cross him out.
I didn't think about that, OG. That makes sense. He didn't get to go to court. He missed his court date.
Got something for you. Yeah, you missed. Okay, we let you out, but you knew you were supposed to go to court on so and so date.
And you didn't come back.
So you knew you were going to court and that date, and you intentionally fled.
So with him missing that court date, even though they mistakenly released him out of jail and they finally captured him, he still got some uphill battles to climb when it comes to the judicial system and what have transpired since he got out. So it didn't stop just because he got out. His trial date or his court date still was his court date, and he was expected to show up in court on that date. They called him on the docket. Where is he at? Khalil Bryant's date in court was today. Where is he at? Well, he's not here, Your Honor.
Now they put a warrant out for his arrest, so that makes it good.
Oh, so they basically went through the process. They processed him.
Man, it's everything is a process. You say ignorance of the law is
Ignorance of the law is what?
no excuse.
So ignorance, okay, so this guy, when you look at him, ignorance of the law is no excuse. They ain't gonna play with him. And so at the end of the day, now he's gonna have to end up going to trial, going to court, facing multiple charges, even though he initially didn't have nothing but I don't know what his initial charge was.
Possession.
That possession charge now done turned into a you missed court, but it's still not that bad. It's still not nothing like what.
It's not that bad.
What,
A failure to court appearance. It's nothing but a year and a day in the county jail.
Nothing but a year and a day. Do you think anybody want to do a damn year and a day in the county jail, bro?
No, hell no.
Nothing but a year and a day in the county. Everybody not built like you, OG. Nobody want to do no damn year and a day in the goddamn county jail, really?
I don't want to do a year. I don't want to do.
You say it's just. It was just. It's just a year and a day in the county. I'm like, hell no. Nobody want to be in there a year and a day. And then you put that damn day on the end. That is so disrespectful.
That's y'all. So that's Texas. They gonna give you a year and a day.
A year and 1 day.
A year and a day. I remember when I was going to court in Texas, Judge Garino gave a man 99 years and a dark day.
Woo-hoo. 99. Woo-hoo. 99 years and a dark day.
And a dark day. So if you can do the 99 years, how you gonna wait for the dark day?
Oh my God, this is crazy, man. That's just them toying around with your life at that point.
I called my mama quick as I could. Can you come get me, please?
Man, guys, man. Hey, guys, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, man. Hey, listen, go download that app as well. And also, guys, if you're there and you're listening, man, at the sound of my voice, man, make sure you subscribe to the channel, Boss Talk 101 YouTube channel as well. But if you're still watching, also, we spoke earlier about Gavain's found not guilty. You got to check that out, man. It's a crazy situation going on with that, and you wouldn't believe it. Did you see it coming? But OG Pyru set the record straight on why he was released, not found guilty. Boss Talk 101 review.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.